Hello everyone. Today's lesson will be about diglossia. What do we mean by diglossia and what is the difference between diglossia and dialects? Let's start with the definition of diglossia. Diglossia, it is the coexistence of varieties of the same language throughout a speech community. So we have only one language with different varieties of it. These varieties are classified into two things. First, we have the high variety. Second, we have a low variety. The high variety, it is the language of the educated people. It's the language that we learn at schools. While the low variety, it is spoken by most population and it is spoken since we're born. We learn it from the surrounding people. And we learn it from everyday conversation. Indeed, diglossia deals with language variety. Let's have Arabic language, for example. The Arabic language has different varieties. We have classical Arabic, we have modern standard Arabic, we have colloquial Arabic. The classical Arabic, it's the language of the Holy Quran, it's the language of the classical literature. While the modern standard Arabic, it's the language that we learn at school. It's the language of media, and these both categories are considered as high variety of Arabic language. And such high variety, it includes the religious sermons, political speeches, education, news broadcasts, and writing literature, drama, poetry, fiction, and we have to know that not all literature are written in classical or modern standard Arabic or in high variety of Arabic language. We have folk literature, for example, that is written in colloquial Arabic. So the third variety of Arabic language is colloquial Arabic. The colloquial Arabic is the dialects. In each country we have specific dialect to it. We have a style of speaking. We have different ways of speaking from one country to another. For example, we have Egyptian dialect, Palestinian dialect, Algerian dialect, Iraqi, Sudanese dialects, and all of them are speaking Arabic. Still, they have different words. They have different pronunciation of some words. They may have different grammar, and thus each country has its own dialect. Now, the low variety, it is used in everyday conversations. It is used in personal letters and in folk literature, for example. Now, as we said, that in each country has its own dialect, and in each dialect we have different accents. So what do we mean by accent, and what is the difference between the accent and dialects? The dialect, as in Longman Dictionary define it, it is a form of language which is only spoken in one area, with words or grammar that are slightly different from other forms of the same language. So we have the same language, we have like Arabic language, but we have slight differences between one area to another. We have different words, for example, we have different grammar or pronunciation, and it is different from one country to another. For example, Egyptians' ways of speaking differs from the Palestinians' way of speaking. The accent is, as it is defined in the Longman Dictionary, it is the way that someone pronounces words because of where they were born or live or their social class. And it determines which part of a country he came from. So in the accent, we have the same country, the same language, and the same dialect. Still, we have differences in pronunciation. It determines which part of a country the person came from. For example, the people in Palestine, people in the north have their own way of speaking or pronouncing some words, which differs from the people way of speaking in the south. People in the west, their speaking differs from people in the east. So from their way of speaking, from their way of pronouncing some words, you can determine which part of the country, which part of Palestine he came from. So to conclude all this lesson, we have diglossia. Diglossia deals with the varieties of the same language, and these varieties are classified into high variety and low variety. The low variety, it includes colloquial language, and the colloquial language is the dialects. It is related to each people's way of speaking in different countries, and all of them sharing the same language. For example, we said in the Arab world, we have Iraq, Sudan, Egypt, Palestine, Morocco, Tunisia, Algeria, etc. The people in all these countries are speaking one language, which is Arabic language. Yet there is differences in their way of speaking colloquial language. Each country has its own dialect. In each country and in each dialect we have different accents, which determines in which place exactly the person came from. So I hope that you get benefit from this lesson, and I hope that you learned what do you mean by diglossia, dialect and accent. Thank you for watching this video. See you later.